So, hey, everybody, welcome back to Ballerific, the show bringing you up close and personal with the professional journeys of East Asia's top pro hoopers. As always, we're brought to you by East Asia Super League, the premier pro basketball competition this side of the Pacific. My name is Alex Olin. I'm joined by Zoe Zhao. Our first guest tonight, he's a walking bucket, Maryland Terrapin legend, star for Zhejiang Guangxia last season, and the first ever East Asia Super League player to play for a PBA team and then move to a CBA team the same year that both participated in East Asia Super League. Everybody, please welcome Dez Wells. Dez, thanks for joining us again tonight.
I'm excited. I've been waiting a few weeks to be on this.
Joining Dez is speed sharpshooting guard. Played with Liaoning Flying Leopards, won the 2019 East Asia Super League, the Turf 12 champion, and now played with Shandong Heroes. 让我们欢迎来自山东队的高诗岩。
必须。
然后要问你一个问题啊，因为我们当时问你的时候，问你想要和谁连线的时候，你是在第一时间就说出了威尔斯的名字，可以问一下是为什么吗？因为你们是在非凡12，其实是在中国澳门有交过手的，就是他给你留下了，他对你的哪一个点就是戳到了你心里边，导致让你问你第一时间你的反应就是威尔斯这个人。
应该是在非凡12，我看他比赛的时候，我对他挺有印象，然后跟他们也打过嘛，然后就是他在比赛中那种，我记得看他录像的时候有2个劲爆的扣篮，可能对我印象挺深的。然后接着没多长时间就打联赛了嘛，在联赛上我看他去到广厦了，就是这个，我觉得这个。就是那个关注的那个一直没断，好像对他就是印象比较深刻的这种。
I appreciate it. That was my plan was to be in the CBA. I didn't know how it was going to happen, and I didn't even know any teams were going to be any CBA teams were going to be in the East Asia Super League. I just honestly found out about the tournament in Macau maybe like a few days before we left. I just went to the Philippines as an opportunity, and I guess I just wanted to make the most of it. But I'm excited, man. I like how hard the guys from CBA play, how close knit they are, and I can tell they really love basketball. So that's amazing.
Yeah, Dez. I mean, we wanted to ask you too. So you've gone up against Gao Shiyan several times, first in the East Asia Super League and then in the CBA. What's your impressions of his playing style and then also the guard play in the CBA?
He's a really good shooter. I think on any team, he'll make that team better just because of his ability to shoot, and he plays really good defense. He plays really hard individually, so any team that he's on will immediately have an impact, will be impacted by, how well he plays and, his leadership. I think that what I get from it is, just a really good competitive, relationship. I think that's something that we've already started to build, and, I've been learning some Mandarin, so hopefully I can, every time we meet, we can trade off. I can teach him some English, he can teach me some Mandarin.
我有个问题想问他。
你问。
就是他那个打这么多年，那个包括在菲律宾联赛和 CBA 吧，就是他是不是也会有每场比赛就是感觉不好的时候，手感不好或者是状态不好？他就是作为这个外援来讲，那个对球队挺重要嘛，他是应该怎么调整？
The best players and shooters have short-term memory. So in my mind, if I ever have a bad game, it didn't happen. You got to be able to move on really fast. So really, it's almost training yourself. I had a bad game. I don't even remember that game. It didn't happen. Just move on to the next game. So much of basketball is just a mental thing. So you have to conquer your mind, and everything else will follow suit. You know what I mean? So whenever he has a bad shooting game, don't worry about it. Don't second guess your ability. Don't second guess anything. Just you've been doing this your whole life. So at this point, it's like waking up and touching the floor. Like you don't. I would say like I heard this before. It's like gravity with basketball. You use that as an analogy. It's like gravity. You don't have to worry when you get out of bed if your feet gonna touch the floor, if it's gonna stand solid. It's like a constant. You know that's gonna happen. So you're gonna have bad games, and you can't get too wrapped up in your bad games as if you didn't expect them to come. Like you can't get so wrapped up in mistakes as if you thought you weren't gonna make any. So you gotta have a short-term memory, and you gotta remember that you put in the work every day. So why are you second guessing yourself? It's like riding a bike.